Welcome guys, thank you for watching this video, but before we proceed, do not forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, share it to all of your friends, and also check out the description for further information guys. And now, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we will continue with our combat right here. So in the last episode we have prepared this animation right here. We have done something regarding the stamina and the strength EXP. And now the next step is to create our animations. So we are going to have 3 in total probably. And then we are going to script them, of course. So we are going to we're going to deal damage to our opponents. And yeah, so that's basically it. Maybe we will add some effects, but let's see guys, so let's see. So let's go to this rig builder, let's build a rig. There we go. And now let's start animating. So I'm not the best animator, of course, and this animation is probably going to look awful, but we'll see guys. So make sure to set the animation priority to movement. Okay, so there we go. So that's the first animation right here. A little bit too slow. Let's speed this up. Still too slow. Okay, so that's our first animation. Of course, as I've already told you, make sure that the animation priority right here, so you cannot see it because my software is not recording it, but there is this this tab called set animation priority. Make sure that it is set to movement and then export it. Punch 1, so I'm going to export this thing. Make sure to copy the animation ID at the end, then paste it down here. And we could now add this ID to our table right here, and then we could see how this is going to look like. Oh, never mind. It is only creating the animation yet, so it is not playing it or anything. So let's make sure that it is playing the animation by defining another variable, which is going to refer to our humanoid and then to our animator instance within the humanoid. And then we are going to call this load animation function, which basically loads the animation, which is inside of these brackets. And now we of course need to refer to our animation, which is basically our animation right here. So animation. And now we are going to make the loader play. And there we go. Okay. So as you can see, punching works fine. Maybe a bit too fast, but we can fix it easily. So let's go inside of here again. Let's copy this keyframe, and then let's paste it right here. And as you can see, our dummy basically starts to hold this end position for some seconds. And you might have seen it. So this hand right here is just wiggling around. In order to fix that, you can just select this hand right here, and then from the beginning you can move it down and then up again. So just basically move it and then undo it to prevent this weird shaking happen. And now re-export everything. So I'm going to export this to the same animation, of course, because we do not need to change the ID then. And now let's take a look at it again. And as you can see, it works fine now. Okay, so we should now create our second animation, which is going to be a kick animation. So I'm going to create a new one right here. And you might ask, why are we supposed to set the animation priority to movement? Because, so let me just quickly explain it to you. So if you would set it to action, then you would also make the lags move to what your animation basically is. And if our lags are not used, therefore stand still while playing the animation, then we weren't able to play this animation while walking, you know, so we would still walk, but our legs would not move, so they would just adapt to what the animation is. And by setting this priority to movement, we are basically, let's say, fusing the punch animation, which only affects our upper body parts, with our leg moving animation, you know. That's basically the idea behind of it, and therefore I have told you to use it. Alright, now let's move on with our new animation. So go to these three dots and then select create new. And now you can just create another animation. And this one's going to be a kick animation. And it is going to be far more complicated now. So, yeah. Yeah. Kick animations are difficult. So I haven't created much in my career as a developer, but they are difficult. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. So there we go. Okay, now, so this is our start position. Let's go all the way here, here. Okay, so that's the best I can do. Now, yeah, same thing again. Or, I'm honest, I'm not even sure if we should export this as movement, so, I mean the animation priority, so let's just try it out. Let's see how this is going to look like. So, kick. Okay, so copy the ID again. Now, let's, yeah, add it inside of here. And let's do something else. So let's reduce the walk speed of our player every time when he or she starts attacking. And also let's make the player unable to jump. Okay. Okay, so this is okay. So what basically happens right here is that we are referring to the walk speed, which is inside of the humanoid, or which is a property of the humanoid. And then we are basically saying that the walk speed is our current walk speed multiplied with 0.25, means we are only using 25% of our current walk speed, you know? Therefore, we are very, very slow. And down here, we are referring to the jump power because it is also just a property of the humanoid, similar to our walk speed. And we are saying that the jump power is set to 0, means we aren't able to jump while using these attacks. And now we are spawning as, oh no, we are using a spawn function right here. So you can imagine that this one runs in the background without interrupting the rest right here, okay? So because we have this wait, and you know, so when using wait, you just basically wait at that certain spot till the rest down here would go on, but when you put this inside of a spawn, then this will not happen. So we basically wait 0.5 seconds, basically 0.5 seconds, to restore our walk speed, means we multiply our current walk speed, so 25% with 4, because 25 multiplied with 4 is 100, so we are restoring our walk speed right here, and we are also restoring our jump power, because the default jump power is set to 50. Okay. And yeah, the rest right here, so I have already explained it. And I also would like to do some kind of combo system. Yeah, so I'm gonna create one more animation now, and our script right here is going to recognize that you or I have done 3 attacks, yeah, in total in a short amount of time, and then make or create some kind of knockback for the enemy, so the enemy gets like knocked back in front. So that was at least my idea. But before we proceed with that, let's just work on our third animation right here. Okay, so let's create a new one. Okay, so the third one. So just to not make this another punch, I would like to make this some kind of weird attack, let's say. So that's an attack from Dragon Ball. What has happened? What has happened? Okay, so let's use this one. Set the animation priority to movement this time. And let's export it. Once again, copy the animation ID at the end. And let's add it inside of our script right here. Okay. So there we go. We have now created 3 animations and they all play. Now. Yeah. So I was talking about some kind of combo system. Let's work on that now. Local x instance dot new int value script x name combo spawn function wait maybe not 1 second but 2 seconds x destroy. And there we go. So we are going to do the following. So let me just demonstrate this to you. Where is it? Our backpack. No, we need to take a look inside of our right here. Okay, so as you can see, one value right here is being created, and our goal is to create 3 in total in order to create the knockback at the end. And as you can see, they disappear after 2 seconds. But if we are able to hit someone while having 3 values instead of here in total, then we are going to do the knockback. So that's basically how this combo is going to work out. So we are creating an int value each time we fire, or we run this code right here, which is responsible for one of those attacks. We call that value combo and we put it inside of the script. And this spawn right here, as I've already said, runs this whole thing in the background. So we are basically waiting 2 seconds after destroying the value, and you now need to create 2 more values within these 2 seconds in order to make the third attack be a knockback attack for your enemy. Okay, so that's it. Now we somehow need to detect when we have hit someone, and you can either use the touched event, or you can use raycasting. And I'm honest with you, I haven't used raycasting in those kind of cases, but I'm going to do that in this video. So I'm curious myself just to see how this is going to work out. Okay, so I have read a few things about it. I'm not sure. Let's see, character, humanoid root part. No, wait. Local array array.new char humanoid root part position C frame look vector. Okay. Wait, never mind. The method I'm using is deprecated. Let's instead use local array, workspace, arraycast, and yeah. So this is the origin, this is the direction, and our last argument are some parameters. So things like a filter list or whatsoever. Yeah. Let's create them. Wait. Arraycast params new. Parameters filter. What was it? Filter type. Unum. Arraycast filter type. Whitelist. No, blacklist. Filter sentence instances. Char. Okay. Parameters. And now space. Wait. If array, then not new. Okay, let's see if this is going to work out. Let's hope so. So let's create this part. Let's size it and let's call it OK. Okay. Didn't work out as expected. Okay. As you can see, the upper torso is being hit. So we should put this as a blacklist. Okay, so this is quite difficult because I haven't used it yet. So that's my first time using it. Okay, so I have paused the video just to look out for a fix, and I have found one. So let's say that I didn't even need to look for it because this whole thing was working. I just did not test it out correctly. So as you guys can see, we have our look vector right here, and it is going to print something out. Well, it is going to print out the instance which is or which intersects Is that the term for that? Let me just look it up. Yeah, so it is printing out the name of the instance, which is intersecting our array, and you have to imagine that this array right here is just, let's say, some kind of line, okay, which just goes from here to here, okay? And if something within that intersects, then it is printing out the name of that object in this output, as you can see. And that's happening right here.